Welcome back to another episode of Project Grown Up. This is a bi-weekly podcast about conquering the phenomenon known as adulthood through hard work, discussion, and of course, a lot of laughs. We hope you will be a part of this project with us. I'm Danielle, here with my co-host Amy.
Hey girl, hey.
And Alex.
What it do?
So I missed you guys. Okay, so obviously, you guys might have noticed we were gone for a bit there. It's because life got busy. When isn't it? So, how have you two been? What's been up?
Oh, just chilling like a villain.
As you are right now.
Yes, I've been working a lot. I'm very proud to say that I've gotten some promotions since we've been gone, hence life being busy. And I am now the supervisor of my department, and I'm very excited for it, and I feel like a grown-up.
Woo-hoo!
Woo, killing it over here. Am I
Alex?
supposed to go in?
Yeah, you're supposed to say more.
Well, we've been doing this over a whole year now, so happy anniversary to Project Grown Up. Other than that, what have I been up to? Just traveling across the country to get a COVID shot, moving out of a 5-story building in New York City, moving back down to Florida, getting a new job, exciting stuff. It's been crazy last few months, but I'm happy to be where I am now, and I'm happy things are settling back down.
Well, you two have a lot of exciting things going on. I have pretty much been the same.
That's not a bad thing.
Except I did go on a vacation for a whole week. So
You went on 2 vacations. You went to Miami too.
Did we not talk before I went to my? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, girl.
Oh wow. Okay, so I've been on 2 vacations, and I need a
Ooh.
vacation for my second vacation because it was in Disney, and that's a lot of walking. Although it was very fun. If you guys go over there at some point, you got to do the Rise of Resistance ride.
What's that?
It's this new Star Wars ride they have at Hollywood Studios. It was super cool. And I've only seen one Star Wars movie, so obviously I don't know much about it other than the basics like Luke, I am your father, like that type of stuff. But it was really cool. So, I highly recommend going.
Yeah.
And then I did the rock and roller coaster, and I've never done that before. I don't know if you two have, but it's like only a minute 30 ride, and it goes from 0 to 60 like instantly. I've never gotten on a ride before and been like, I should have never gotten on this, but I felt that way in the first 10 seconds because it went so fast.
Like, were you scared or sick? Or both?
No, I was just like, it just happened so fast. I got scared. I was like, oh my gosh, why did I get on this? And then afterwards, I was like, actually, that was a lot of fun. But the first 10 seconds there, I really thought I made a dumb decision. So
I was going to say, that's one of their best roller coasters that they have, if you're into roller coasters.
Yeah, Alex, are you into roller coasters?
I used to be really into roller coasters. Now no, because I'm an old fragile lady, and how they shake you around too much hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bouncing and brain jarring going on.
I think your brain's fine. You're just worried about your muscles, girl.
I'm getting multiple concussions over here.
Well, that's why you gotta for that ride especially, you need to keep your head against the thing the whole time. You can't just be, lollygagging right beforehand before it takes off. Thank goodness I got a warning hey, I'd put your head back. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh crap, I'm so glad I did that because I would have gotten a headache. But I feel after I got off the ride, I was a little what just happened? I was in a little bit of a daze. It was interesting. So
the worst one that I've been on was the Son of the Beast at Kings Island. In Ohio. It's an all wooden one. It's a really old one, and oh my gosh, the wooden ones are so bad.
Yeah, they hurt.
Yeah. It hurts. Yeah.
They're rickety. They're they can be fun. Which one was it? I want to say it was Thunder Mountain. No, not. Yeah, Thunder Mountain there is like that. And so you kind of have a little headache when you get off of it because you're like, wow, that thing is old.
Wow, now I want to ride roller coasters. Well, that sounds like an amazing vacation, Danielle.
Thank you. Yeah, it was. But like I said, I can't wait for another vacation I have coming up in 2 weeks.
Where are you going in 2 weeks?
Me, Dave, and then Dave's best friend and his girlfriend rented a house in Sunset Bay, New York. Dylan is his best friend. They go there every year. Anyways, yes, so we rented a house out there for a week, and I'm excited because the last time I did anything similar to
A
that
whole
was when
week? And you were just off a whole week?
yeah,
Damn, girl.
yeah, but here's the thing. The last vacation I was on, 45 miles in 4 days. I mean, can I stress that enough? I got blisters on my feet that were really bad. Switching gears now, this week we were talking about something that is a little late, but technically it can still apply. The only reason we're late is because of our hiatus there. But spring and summer cleaning. This was supposed to come out the day after summer began, but again, you get the point. But it's pretty relevant anyway. That's because I don't know about you guys, but I love spring cleaning, and I don't know, I feel like I clean even more during the summer because I don't know, I'm trying to get rid of stuff like clothes I didn't touch over the past year, but it's a chance to start fresh again with the weather changing too, or, because you're just, I don't know, maybe the summer makes you feel more motivated. I don't know. Kind of weird how it can do that, isn't it? Or do you totally not agree with me? Because Amy's like, nah.
Well, no, I was just like, nah, because you said that you love spring cleaning. But I mean, I guess a lot of people are into that kind of thing. I don't really love cleaning. I do love walking into a clean house or other people cleaning, and then
Well,
it's just fresh when you get there.
well,
But doing
well,
it,
well, no, I don't like cleaning itself, but exactly,
She
like
loves
I
cleaning.
clean. Oh my gosh,
I
yeah,
actually love cleaning. It's I actually do. It's a huge stress reliever for me, and dirtiness causes me anxiety.
well,
So
no,
when
that's
Amy says she loves people cleaning and clean houses, that's why she's always over here.
Well, no, it's true because, like, I mean, it's not that hard to clean either because all you have to do is like put on some music and then, like Alex said, it kind of de-stresses you. Doesn't mean I love to do it because I feel like I'm always having to do it because, bathrooms get dirty and kitchens get dirty. So, um, but yeah, anyway, I agree because when I walk into my apartment, say, for example, after a vacation, I don't want it to be a mess because it means I have a million things to do when I get back. When I already know I'm going to have to do more stuff anyway between work and just, you know, buying groceries because I've been gone a week, that sort of a thing. I don't want to actually have to do all the other little stuff too.
yeah. So I did mention that I got a promotion. Well, since I've been working too much for it, I have kind of lacked. So the spring cleaning thing is just now coming around the corner for me, maybe within the next couple of weeks. And I am also ashamed to admit that I have not grocery shopped for about 2 months. So,
What?
but you know how
What
you
do
can
you
only
mean?
balance certain things in your life. I've been eating out, honestly.
For
I've
two
just been
months in
working
a
so much.
row?
Yeah, I've been working so much. Well, I get like food and make the leftovers last for the next day.
What do you
But
eat?
I just like Chipotle or hot wings. The soup from Salad Station that's really good.
She ate chips
Um,
and dip for dinner.
wow, Alex, that
I
was
ate
top
cereal
secret.
though.
I thought that we signed a confidentiality clause at this house, but I reckon not.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
you too.
yeah, no. So
I
with the spring cleaning that you're encouraging me to do now, I should probably get some groceries as well.
You probably should because you can't eat that kind of stuff every single day. That's gonna add up.
I know.
Also, since you guys mentioned what you have for dinner, I tried a Beyond Meat burger for one of the first times. It was
The
actually
like
pretty
fake,
good.
the fake, they're like plant-based burgers, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I didn't feel like cooking, especially because I knew we had to do this, so I was like, I'll just get something, and then like if you have American Express, then you can. I guess I don't even remember doing it. Like you don't have to pay for it or anything. It's just like something you can add to your card if you have Uber Eats, but they keep giving me $10 a month to just use. So I'm like,
Amy needs that deal.
Yeah, you said
yeah,
American Express? Let me check
yeah,
my
she
credit
does.
score.
So yeah, I mean, there's that. So I was like, yeah, I'll just make it easy. But it actually was pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie, I've done the cereal thing before. I've even had it as dessert, and I've definitely done the chips
Oh,
and dip thing because I come from the Zomp family tree line. So It's in our blood, literally.
Y'all were raised on chips.
Yeah.
We were.
I don't like corn chips though. I won't eat them.
No,
So
you know what's
Amy's
really good,
Amy's
though?
snack is safe here.
So you mean like the tortilla corn chips?
Yeah, isn't that gross,
Yeah.
Danielle? You don't like those either, right?
I'm not the biggest fan. It depends on who makes it. Because,
Are you
like,
gonna go ham on them? Like, are you gonna finish a whole bag like we do in our family, or
no.
is it gonna last you a while? Couple
It's
days.
probably gonna last me a while. But you know what's really good? So I've been trying to eat better, and I like going to Trader Joe's. That place is just the best.
Great
There's these
prices.
Casanova tortilla chips there. Those I could eat. Because they're lighter, like potato chips, you know? They're not as heavy as like tortilla chips are, I guess, if that makes any sense. And then they also are salty, and I love a good salty chip. It's
Yeah.
like better for you too, because it's made from like some root or whatever. But
Mm.
I also read that if you have like if you cook with too much of like the Casanova root or something, you can poison yourself. So then I of
What?
course got all freaked out, and then I'm like, wait, but this is this is
Not gonna
chips
binge
they
eat
sell,
those.
so
Leave it to the health food store to give you poisoned chips.
No. Well, it's obviously fine in that because they're using, you know, a small amount. But anyways, okay, let's get back to this cleaning situation here. What are
we're cleaning out our bodies. What else are we cleaning out in our life?
ew.
Oh, I didn't mean like that, man. But
yeah,
okay,
yeah, I know.
that's
Okay,
always an
well,
option.
anyways, yeah, right. So, anyways, what are some ways you guys get rid of physical stuff in your home?
Like items?
Yeah.
I'm just so neurotic that I throw stuff away because I don't like a mess.
Oh man.
I can believe that. I feel like you're definitely a minimalist. I feel like you have very little things.
It's because stuff gives me like anxiety. Like, oh my gosh, surprise, surprise, I have anxiety. No, I do. And like keeping things clean and organized and everything having like a spot that it lives in
Yeah.
helps reduce my anxiety significantly. But it causes me to be super annoying about it at the same time. So, but you know,
This is super awkward timing because I'm basically a baby hoarder. And I said hoarder, not whore, just so you know.
Now you said
yeah,
it.
baby hoarder. I just really love all my little things. I don't have like fancy things or expensive things or anything like that. So it's not like, ooh, I need all these nice things. But it's just like the things that I do have, mostly my books and then like my own personal memorabilia from when I was young. It's like I have a trophy room for myself, basically.
gotta be your biggest fan.
Yeah, so I'm really into those things and I can't get rid of them. So much so that I got my own apartment because I didn't want to get rid of my storage unit. So I'm like, well, let me just buy an apartment and I'll put them in there. Not
So,
buy, rent.
So, Amy, if we walked into your apartment right now, what would it look like?
There's
Like
just
a
a lot
hoarder
of
lives
stuff in
there,
a
or
little
like
space.
Alex
No,
lives there?
it's not that bad. Like you can sit on the couch, there's nothing on the floor in your walkway, but like my bookshelf is completely stacked and already overflowing, and I bought two big ones, so that's a problem. My cabinets are full of dishes. My closet is full of stuff, and there's just stuff everywhere. But neatly in corners. I don't know. I'll send you a video later.
Oh God, I'm having anxiety just imagining it.
I'm nervous
Too
for
bad
you.
podcasting isn't a visual medium.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I would say I don't know, it's kind of that thing where like next spring I'll come back to it again. In
I'll get
terms
to
of
it
like
later.
well, no. Like obviously I like clean my apartment and every once in a while I get rid of stuff, but when I'm not wearing something that much and I realize that a year later like, you know, honestly I've only worn that shirt like twice or not at all after I bought it. That's probably a good sign I should donate it. That doesn't happen like at all, but you know, I definitely have some stuff that I'm like, "Oh, this is super old." Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I still have a sports bra, my very first sports bra that I bought in like middle school because it still fits me.
Girl, does that stink?
No, it's black. It's just a black sports bra.
Okay, I do have to say I was wearing some shorts yesterday that I remember buying with birthday money when I was like in high school or maybe younger.
I know, it's like your
So,
comfort clothing,
yeah,
you know, like
getting
you
rid of
need it.
clothing's hard.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I actually read online that a really good tip. It says have nothing in your house that isn't useful or beautiful.
Ooh,
Right? I thought that was a
I
good
like
tip.
that. Because then, yeah, you can still have stuff, but if they still are sparking that joy, that beauty, you
Yeah.
know.
Because
But
if
why
it's
keep
not,
it around if it doesn't?
yeah,
That
because if
works
it's
for
not
me as
appealing to
well.
the eye, then it needs to be useful. Because if it's not useful, then just throw it away or donate it. It's not worth it.
That works for me. I have very low standards, so I think everything is beautiful.
Well, if you're
I was
going
gonna
to
ask, are all
Chipotle,
those
which is
boxes
probably
and
going to give
files?
you E. coli again, so yeah, I would call those a little gross.
What about E. coli?
Chipotle gives people E. coli so
Why are we
much, like
That was one time.
several times.
talking about this?
They had to shut the whole place down to clean it multiple times. Do you not remember that?
It was
I don't
like
know.
one time. It's fine.
Honestly, I don't even think it's Chipotle that made me sick so many times. I think it was the avocado.
Not right now. Oh my gosh.
So those are great. I also have some cleaning tips I thought were interesting online. Vinegar can act as a fabric softener and get rid of rank smells, aka all my gym clothing. It's true. It really does help.
That bra from when you were like 12.
Okay, first of all, you guys act like I haven't cleaned the bra since I was like 13. I do. And it's also not the only one I have, so it doesn't get worn every single
It's just
day.
a sentimental like first one you keep at the back of the drawer.
Yeah, well, no, actually I wear it all the time, but it's like just because it's black, like you can't.
I'm just messing with you.
You know, if it was white, I would have gotten rid of it a long time ago, you know, because then it'd
Yeah,
be like,
white sports bras turn gray.
yeah, that's why I don't get any white sports bras.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah, I
There's
think
a tip
actually
for you.
all of mine are dark. Yeah.
I guess you could bleach them though. I never thought of that.
Really awkward because I have a black one and a white one. Jeez, guys.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
see, I would get a white one, but I also
Like
have
they
to
like turn
pay
gray.
to do that in the laundry, and I don't really bleach anything, so it would be kind of be a waste to do one sports bra.
While we're talking about cleaning tips, I have to say I am obsessed with bleach as of late. I feel like that's a really adult thing I've come into. I will throw bleach on anything now. I put it down the drains, on the shower curtain.
Well,
Like,
you should clean your
oh
bathroom with it. It kills the germs. Like,
no, I will take the bucket and just dump it.
That's
I
too
don't
much
even,
bleach.
no,
yeah,
girl.
but you know what the thing is? Thank goodness I have a window in my bathroom because that bleach gets to you so fast. It's like, oh my
Mess you
God,
up.
like I need to breathe. And the thing is, I'm not even using that much. It's just like it's so strong.
One time I was working at the movie theater and I was trying to, speaking of cleaning, I was obsessed with like little cleaning projects. It was a really slow movie theater. It ended up going out of business, but I always wanted to try to save it and bring it back. So whenever we were super slow, I would come up with random cleaning projects for the whole team to do, and everyone hated it. But one time I was like, let's clean like the metal grates between the ceiling tiles. Let's clean all of them. So I had bleach and a toothbrush and was trying to clean the little metal spots in between the ceiling tiles, and I got bleach in my eye.
I
And I
was
was very nervous that I didn't go blind. Like, and then
Why
my
did
boss
you
was like,
just
"Let's
like
stop
wear
doing that."
goggles?
I mean, we didn't have goggles. It wasn't a nobody had ever cleaned those before, I'm assuming. And I was just
So
like, that
you
looks
risk
dirty.
your own eyesight to make sure that they weren't gray.
I'm like, someone find me a ladder. Let me get this stain off the ceiling. And then my boss was like, "No, we're done with the bleach." So good job,
So, I
eyeballs.
mean, what did you do? Just flush out your eye with water or
Yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. I just went in there and immediately put a bunch of water in my eye and let my contact go down the drain and everything and just kept splashing it for a couple
Oh,
minutes.
jeez.
It'll
Maybe it's
burn
a good
for a
thing you
minute.
wore a contact because maybe it just like
Oh, it's
helped.
bad. Like in chemistry labs, you're not supposed to wear contacts because if you get like solution in your eyes, it will like
Melt it.
melt the contact on your eyeball.
Are you
Was
for real?
Yeah. So it's
Oh
like
God,
I was gonna make a joke and
this
say,
took
"You
a
see
very
you wear
drastic
glasses
turn.
now."
I will say though, very relevant. That was a big thing with protests because tear gas, if you're close enough and you're wearing contacts, it can melt your contact onto your eyeball, and then you'll basically go blind.
Maybe
Oh,
I made up
wow.
the chemistry thing, and that's what you told me.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
make things up sometimes.
It's fine. I'm naive. I just believe everything.
Well, maybe you should be a little bit more skeptical.
Well, hey, just so you know, bleach is not good for cleaning eyeballs. There you go. It might be white, but that's not white you can wash with bleach.
She fact checked that herself.
All right, other than
Anyways.
bleach, what else you guys? What's up?
I got something. I got a robot vacuum, guys. It was
A
amazing.
Roomba?
No, it's a shark. I keep telling you it's a shark. It's not a Roomba.
I don't know what that means. I'm not that adult yet.
Different, like, brand, okay? They've got all sorts of types now because it's been on the market a while. You know, people steal ideas. They all look the same. They do the same thing. So anyway, I got a shark, and I got a cheap one at Walmart at a discount. And it has changed my life. I run it every day. I don't have to pull out the vacuum or the brush or anything. It's like really my anxiety, guys. It's gone so down now that my
Wait,
floors
so
are clean.
Oh,
so how is
yes.
this different from a normal vacuum?
I don't have to get it out, plug it, and then like the biggest thing with me, because I'm a sick weakling. Like doing all that.
Hold on, Danielle doesn't get it, I don't think. So it basically is a Roomba. It's just a different brand.
That's what I just said.
That's what. Yeah, so it's a Roomba.
No,
It's
they're
like
a
called
different
robot
brand.
vacuums.
But yes, it's a Roomba.
It's a Roomba, but a different brand. Okay.
Because
Okay,
Danielle's
a
like, what's
shark
the difference?
Roomba.
And I'm like, no, she doesn't get it.
You understand what
Thank
it
you.
does? Okay, why it's so great is because
Now
I'm
I get it because I
Let's
was like,
see
what
if
do you
they'll
mean you don't have to
sponsor
go
it.
get it out of the closet?
Yeah, because I don't have to like walk around. I can only, according to my doctor, I'm really not supposed to be walking more than like a mile, a half a mile to a mile a day. And I realize I walk a mile in my house just walking around doing things. So like if I vacuum, that's a lot of energy, it'll make me tired. But if I get a robot vacuum, it does it for me, cleans the house, saves my energy, clears the anxiety. It's amazing having clean floors. When you have a tile floor and shit sticks to your feet.
Especially in Florida, because there's sand everywhere always.
Really?
Yeah, it's insane. No
Do
matter
you
how
guys
many
live-
rugs you have inside and outside, there's always sand on the tile.
Does Alex live near a beach?
I live like right on like behind the bayou into the bay.
Mm.
But even I don't live by the beach, but because there's, instead of like the ground being dirt here with grass on it, it's just sand with grass on it. So my front yard is basically sand. So there's sand all in my house all the time, even if I don't go to the beach for months.
Life is a beach. Amy's playing in the sand.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
So this isn't a cleaning tip, but something relevant to cleaning that I'm gonna bring up. Do you guys make your bed every day? And if so, what is the proper technique for making a bed? Because I'm not very good at it.
Okay, so I do, but the only reason that I'm like anal about it at this point is because my mom tricked me when I was a kid. I never used to make my bed. But then she's like, I will pay you $5 a week as part of your chores or whatever it was. I just remember it being small, but at the time you're a kid and you think that's like a gold mine. And I'm like, okay, well, I did it she got me to do it every day that, when I stopped getting an allowance, I would still do it every day. And in college, the one time woke up like 15 minutes past when my class was supposed to start. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm late to class. And then the first thing I immediately just start doing unconsciously or conscious, I don't know, whatever, is I started making my subconsciously. Thank you.
No,
It's late.
wait.
It's been a long day. Is I start making the bed, and my roommate's like, Danielle. And I'm like, oh right. And then I, changed like quick and left.
You're like, oh right, gotta go.
Yeah, but like it's something that I definitely like. If I don't do it, that's what probably gives me a lot
Do you
of
put the blanket
anxiety.
over top of the pillows or under the pillows?
You can do either. It depends what style you're looking for, girl.
Honestly, I flip back and forth. If I feel lazy, I put the blanket over the pillows, and if I am not lazy and have more time, which is most of the time, I put the blanket under the pillows.
I'm gonna start switching up my game.
You do a good job here.
I see that the blanket was too far over on this bed, that the Roomba was gonna get it, so it was flipped up, and I was like, oh no,
Oh.
it wasn't evenly placed.
Sorry, I meant to flip it back down.
It's fine.
Amy, do you Do you make your bed every day?
No, but since I've been staying at Alex's, I try to make the bed before I leave for work. But I'm always late in the morning, so I'm like, oh, I really don't have time to make this bed. But okay, Alex.
She does a great job.
That's so funny. What
I
about
would
you, Alex?
I might make it for her if she left without making it. Is
Yeah,
that
and then I
that
would
too
feel
much?
so guilty when I came home.
No.
I was like, ah, she made the bed.
Yeah, I do make the bed. I sometimes I'll go through periods where I don't. But I feel like it's just so much nicer at the end of the day, like climbing into a made bed and, and I also feel like it's a great way to start the day. Or I might have some bad luck if I don't do it. It might be a bad day. If I can't start it off on the right foot,
I know.
not
I don't
setting
know.
myself up for
It's
success.
it's like a subconscious thing. Like when you come back and you see that your bed was unmade after like a long day at work, you're just like, ah, crap, I got to do this now. Also, I've heard people say before that like it's basically the first task you've completed for the day. So you know,
Ding.
like boom, on to the next
Check
thing.
it off
I don't
my
know. It just looks so much cleaner. I like a cleaner space because if I feel like if my space is clean, my life is together.
Can I just say, guys, that there is a really, really good book called Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World by Admiral William McRaven. And it's a great book. I try to read it once a year. And basically it's about how like when he was in the military, like one of the first things that they taught him, which he didn't understand, was that he had to make his bed every day. And he talks about how that really sets up your whole day for success. And it's a whole mindset. And plus, it's like the easiest task that you can
It's
do.
so
So you
easy.
get up, get out of bed, and make the bed, and you've already checked one thing off your to-do list. It's a really great book. I highly recommend it. Ugh, I need to do more reading. I haven't done a lot of reading over the last couple months. I need to like clear my mind. Oh, how do you guys clear your mind? Let's talk about cleaning up the mind. You have any tips? I know you meditate, right, Alex? Or yoga?
One of the things kind of that's come into this process of keeping my life organized and straight after I make the bed is I really like to go on a short morning walk. And unfortunately, albeit I can't walk very far. So I'm thinking even if you're out there and you don't have time for like a whole, like, let's go on like a 3 mile walk, like even 5 to 10 minutes, again, it's just setting my day up for success, like clearing my mind out. It's a great way to get fresh air. So, yeah, that's one thing I've added into my routine after I make the bed.
I need to walk more. I really do. We went for a walk yesterday and it felt really nice. I have been accepting Alex's lovely digs here, and I've been using the hot tub, and that's really been clearing my mind. And
You got
nice
a hot tub? Oh man, that would just mentally de-stress me all the time.
It is nice. And then night swimming, and you just look at the stars and float. Floating is really like soothing, especially when your ears are under the water. You feel one with the world. We talked with our last interview. He was talking about earthing. I feel like I'm earthing when I'm in the water.
You know, I feel like looking at the stars is something that definitely relaxes me. I don't have a backyard though anymore, so I don't do it as much, but that's definitely something that just makes me think like, wow, the world is so big, the universe is so big, and I'm just this small little blip, you know? But
So does that clear your mind though, or does it give you too much to think about?
no, I think
Because
it
that
does
sounds a
clear.
lot. It's heavy.
I do think it. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but no, I
Yeah, are you
definitely
getting
think
like
it
too
does.
deep into thought? Oh my gosh,
No.
yeah.
It definitely does help me clear my mind a little bit because I think I just appreciate the beauty of it. That I'm just like,
In awe.
it's hard not to get lost in the stars because they're so just amazing. I mean, I love looking at them. So, but I would say that one of the ways that I mentally try to de-stress or whatever or clean my mind. That's such a weird thing to say. Is I'm trying to I feel like one of the things is definitely like being less in front of the TV because during COVID I was watching way too much of that. And I don't even it would get like boring after a while because you're like I've watched like everything I want to see.
So maybe like being more present is a good way to clean the mind, watching the stars, like living in the moment instead of watching so much TV, possibly. Unless, Amy and I were actually just talking about this. I was saying I was feeling so guilty for watching so much TV because I feel like my hobbies and lifestyle have changed a bit. Um, and she was saying, well, actually watching TV is a great way that I distress. And, I used to feel guilty, and then I realized, it is something good for me, and I get really invested in the shows, and like, it's not always bad. If that's especially if that's one of the ways you de-stress, like that's okay.
No, I agree with you because
Honestly,
Brooklyn
You're talking about
Nine-Nine
cleaning the mind.
is hilarious, and I look forward to watching that show while eating dinner every day.
which show?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love
I-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've seen all of it.
I
I've
love
got
that show.
Claudia up to season like 4, I think she's on. I just love that show so much.
Yeah, it comes back, I think, July 18th.
Oh, really? I thought it ended.
No, so they stopped it for a year because of everything going on in the world,
Oh,
and they're bringing it back for the final season in
that's really
July.
exciting.
So I need to set a reminder because obviously that's going to be live, and I need to see it.
For the record, that is one other Amy that I know that I look up to because she's definitely an inspiration. I love her nerdiness.
I
Oh,
love
well, her and
everyone
Amy
on
Farrah
that
Fowler.
show. Amy, speaking
Yeah.
of Amy Santiago, when
Yes.
her binders
Yes.
are crazy, but you know what? I do make a lot of lists, like things I need to
Girl,
do,
love
groceries.
this.
I love lists so much because when you cross that thing up, it's like, ooh, euphoria.
I have lots of different notebooks for separate kinds of lists. And I can't say lists correctly because I have a slight lisp, so it's a whole situation.
Okay, so I was watching, actually, I've seen a few shows now. Speaking of TV, I've seen a few shows that have, there's a lot of scenes. Okay, so for example, I watched Sweet Tooth today on Netflix.
What about the deer? And you said you wouldn't even try it.
Yes.
Wow. You
What
judged
is
me when I
that?
said people said it was good.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. So I turned it on, and like the opening few scenes were like them fighting like this global pandemic virus, and I started to feel like my chest was getting tight. And I've noticed that with like other TV shows. NCIS New Orleans, they were also like, I don't know if they were filming during the pandemic, but it was set in like COVID times. When everything was shut down and all that, masks, all that stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I can watch this. So I was asking Amy, her thoughts. Does that give you anxiety watching that? Or I was like, I don't really like it. Like, how do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel about it, Danielle? Like seeing that on TV, and you said, yeah, we're almost done with it, but are we?
The only show that I've watched where it's been like part of the story is This Is Us. And they're super, super subtle about it. Like, it's not like they show the world shutting down or anything. It's literally just like the one woman went to the hospital and she has to wear a mask while she's, having her checkup. And then, they once she gave birth, then, her fiance's uncle, he's a lot older. He comes into town because he's all excited and he's like, "Don't worry, I got a COVID test or two." And it's just like it's very, very subtle. It's nothing like, "Oh, the world is shutting down," like nobody talked to anybody, that sort of a thing. So I haven't had anxiety watching that. I don't know how I'd feel watching like the news clips from, March of last year again.
Yeah.
So I want to say I feel completely opposite. And maybe it's because of the shows I watch, but some of my top shows, Law and Order SVU, and then of course my Shonda shows, Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy, both touched a lot on COVID. With Grey's, obviously it has to because it's a hospital show. And like even when like okay, so in March they ended when COVID first started, they ended that season of Grey's Anatomy early, right? So then we went through COVID and we're like, oh, the season's going to be delayed. It's going to be delayed because of COVID. Once they finally filmed it, like the month before it came out, I was even telling my friend, I'm like, hey, like, that Shonda's going to make an awesome COVID episode. And then the whole season was basically about COVID because that's what's happening at hospitals. So it's like so relevant for the time. Same thing with the firefighters. And then Law and Order SVU, same thing with the cops. And both of those shows also brought up like protests and touched on all kinds of things that have happened over the past year or so. So it was really powerful to me. And for me, it was kind of like an outlet because you know, I've had it pretty decent during quarantine. I got to work from home. I've been employed all throughout coronavirus. I never got corona, and I'm vaxxed now, so I feel like I'm, you know, kind of on the safe side. But a lot of people didn't. So I never wanted to talk about how it kind of scared me, and it was crazy. Like, I can't believe we lived through that, and it was scary and it was stressful, and I gained some weight, and it was a rough time. But I feel guilty complaining. But with those shows, I can watch them by myself and feel it all over again and cry my little eyes out and feel okay with it. Like, I feel like everybody else gets it too. The world gets it. Shonda gets it, and that's why one day I'm gonna work for her.
So, okay, I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy just by accident. I would say probably before COVID even started, because it's just been on for so long that I feel like it's time to end the show. I'm tired of her getting rid of people that I really like on the show, or like the romances never stay. They always end. And I'm tired of watching that. It's like I wanted them to be together. Let them stay together.
Did you watch
But
Bridgerton though?
no, but I've
Oh.
heard really good things about that, so I might have to watch it.
You know,
But going
Shonda
back
made
to
Bridgerton.
but going back to that, her Grey's Anatomy stuff. I'll have to catch up on that because I'm really interested based on what you've just talked about. Also, I'm a huge fan of Law and Order SVU. I really wish they were bringing Stabler back to that and not his own show, but you know.
Oh, have you watched his own show? So sorry, I'm getting distracted. But that one touched on COVID too.
No, I haven't. And
It's
I haven't
really
watched Law and
good.
Order SVU since.
You have to watch them at the same time because there's a lot of crossover. So you have to watch organized. No, you watch SVU first, and then watch
Law
organized
and Order
crime.
Organized Crime.
Okay, wait. So real quick, did they move the guy from from SVU to organized crime?
Well, he was out of SVU for like 10 years.
Yeah,
in like
and
real
he
life.
just came back. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
so I'm
when you're
watching like the originals.
Yeah, if
Okay.
Stabler's in it, that's like the first like 10 seasons.
Well, Alex, did you just start it?
No, but I've
Just
seen the
reruns.
commercials for organized crime, and I was like, wasn't he in SVU?
Yeah, 10
Because I've
years
seen
ago.
SVU, I'm just not like a religious watcher.
Yeah, he
You
left,
should
I
be.
think, to go do movies. And then he didn't, I don't know, at least the.
And he's like, damn, TV shows where the money is.
Yeah,
Especially when you got 20 seasons.
Everybody's doing
part
a
of me feels
throwback.
like he just wasn't getting a lot of roles because I've only seen him in a couple things and they were pretty small roles. So,
Oh, shade.
you know,
He was in one of the Call of Duty games. It was pretty cool.
he's so hot.
That's
Is
so
he?
weird. We should get him on the podcast. I love him. Everyone, when he started doing his new show, Organized Crime, there was a meme that ran around that everybody was talking about. It was his butt. I'll have to show you. His butt looked like a bomb. I tried to text my dad about it. Just put in Detective Stabler's butt. I tried to text my dad about it, but it auto-corrected to Stanley. So my dad texted me back, and he's like, "Who's Stanley, and why is everyone talking about his butt?"
Wait, do people really think this guy's hot? He's bald now?
He's been bald.
Well,
like,
okay, but in the earlier episodes, he was attractive.
Okay, it's not that bald men aren't attractive. I'm used to seeing him with hair, and now he has no hair. He looks a little different. A little.
I haven't seen him
like
with
20
that
years
hair.
have passed.
Well, ladies, I know that this has been our first episode for a while, and it seems like we may be getting distracted. But honestly, we're talking about Detective Stabler cleaning up the streets and having that clean, bald head. So,
like Mr. Clean. Like Mr. Clean, honey.
He has wonderful
Yes!
transitions. All right, it is time to slay that Q&A. We are doing a rapid fire style this time. So, ladies, what is one thing you have in your home you could probably get rid of right now?
Garbage.
That's it? That's all you got? Oh, my God.
that's a good answer. I took my garbage out yesterday, though. Let's see. One thing that I could probably get rid of. My dad gave me some stuff from his storage unit, and he's like, hold on to it if you want. If not, you can sell it or give it away. I don't really care. And I'm like, oh, he probably wants it. So I'm just holding on to all of it. So I could probably give some of that away. I should sort through it.
Throw your dad's stuff
Facebook
away.
Marketplace is a
Donate
great
it.
place
Heartless.
to-
Danielle, what about you?
Oh, sorry. I was saying Facebook Marketplace is a great place to sell stuff. So
I'm in a group on there where I just give stuff away, and they just give stuff away. It's all free, no selling. Anyway, so sorry. Rapid fire. My apologies.
Okay. If there's one thing I could probably get rid of, it is my bed.
What?
It's a twin bed. It's time to go, honey.
Yeah,
It
we've
is
talked
time
about
to
this.
Go.
Yes. Okay, what's your favorite summertime activity? Amy, go.
Swimming at Alex's house.
I like bike rides. And I also recently got a kayak. And I really enjoy kayaking. It is very relaxing, especially when you bring some drinks.
Yes, I love cabrewing.
Yes. Operate a motor vessel.
There's no motor, girl.
Operating anything under the influence of alcohol. Danielle, I hope you wear a life vest.
I do. I'm actually the only one who does because I can't swim.
You gotta be a grown up, girl. You gotta be a grown up
it's
drinking and boating without a life vest.
because she can't swim. Remember?
Oh shit. You better be careful with that drink then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never
well,
take off
that's
life
super
vest.
It's
exciting.
just White
Oh my
Claws.
gosh.
It's not like it's like, oh, you know.
Oh,
you
okay.
just have-
She's not doing shots in the kayak.
okay.
She's good.
Alex, what about you? Summertime activity?
Barbecue.
Yeah,
Not
what
me
do you put on
making
the-
it, someone else
Man, I
making
wish I would have stole that. Pulled pork is so good.
Yes, pulled pork. Some corn.
Oh, corn on the grill.
Oh, grilled pineapple. That's good too.
Oh, yes.
All right. Alex, I know you've been itching for it. So if you could go anywhere right now, all expenses paid, where would it be?
Oh, what?
Amy, I would go so fast to Italy.
Oh,
Oh, girl. I'd go back to Italy.
Okay. I would like to experience it for the first time.
I've
Oh my
never
gosh.
been
Or
there.
I'd go to Hawaii. I would, because now we're talking about grilled pineapple. I mean, they probably have, amazing.
All right, well, let me know when you want to go since I just invite myself to all your trips. But
Okay, that's fine.
I really want to go to like Scandinavia. That's definitely on my list.
Wow, that sounds super cool.
Yeah.
I think that I will go to Ireland because I think that I can afford Aruba, but I don't think I can afford Ireland. So if all the expenses are paid, I think I'd go to Ireland.
That's a good
Hopefully it's not
answer.
rainy season there too.
Let's just do like a trip and we'll hit them all up at once.
Denmark and Ireland as well.
Why
Are
don't
they
we just
next to
take
each other?
3 weeks off and we'll do Hawaii or
Jonah-
Italy, and then we'll do Scandinavia, and then since we're already going to be in that part of the world, then we can
Real
go to
quick,
Ireland.
I have a family we could stay with in Sweden, by the way. My
Really? Are you
my
part
little baby,
Swedish?
Ellie, the one that just got engaged to
Oh,
Jonas. Yeah, his family is all from Sweden. He took her home this past summer to visit his family in Sweden.
Are we just gonna like invite ourselves to this?
No, I'll just tell Jonas, like, hey, we're trying to go to Sweden. You think your parents would let us stay? And I'm sure they would. They're very polite people.
I don't want to impose.
Wouldn't. I'll ask.
But I mean, that's a huge
feel out the
huge
situation first.
opportunity for a very
I'm just
expensive
saying,
trip.
like, yeah. Rather not pay for a hotel if we don't have to.
Yeah, just be a good house guest, and before you leave, get them a nice gift as a thank you,
Yes. Oh, okay.
and
yeah.
make your bed every day.
Yes,
Yes,
make the bed every day.
Amy's got to get her passport.
Oh my gosh, add that to my goals. Hopefully 3 episodes from now. No, let's do 4 episodes from now. Hopefully I have my passport, guys. Check in with me.
We're holding you
Remind
to that.
me.
We're gonna hold you accountable.
Let me get this sponsorship real quick. Wait, what was the other one? Mick Ultra, and who else were we trying to get sponsored by? Oh, Shark. The the I'm
Free
not gonna say
Roombas
because I
for
wanna go
life.
sponsor
The shark
myself.
version.
Exactly.
The robot vacuum. Yes. Sponsor us.
Perfect for Florida Tile. And scene.
All right, before we let you go, we're going to leave you with some words to live by Katrina Mayer. Get rid of clutter and you may just find that it was blocking the door you've been looking for.
Join us for new episodes every other week. They will drop Monday so you can start the week off right as we unravel another chapter of Project Grown Up. If you or anyone you know would be a good interview for our PG inspiring stories, send us an email at projgrownup@gmail.com. That's PROJ grownup. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast and leave us a 5-star review.
Hopefully, you found some keys to success in this episode. Cheers to another week of trying to be a grown up. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers!